colonize Mars and other planets. Sir, what is your say on that? Is it actually possible to colonize Mars and build a proper human colony on Mars?
Yes, it is.
So, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Students' Perspective. Today, we have the Indian Planetary Society's president, Dr. JJ Raval, here with us. Welcome, sir. Welcome on board. And we are going to discuss about your life as well as space exploration. A very warm welcome.
Namaskar.
So, sir, please let us know about your student life and your journey since when you were a really young kid to where you are now today. Please let us know how has your life been.
Okay, I was born in Harvard on 3 of March 1943. And when I was born, my father was already expired 3 months before. And my brothers and sisters all have very struggle life. So I actually went to Gujarati school, and there I did not like that teaching. I never liked the school and the college. However, then when I entered into high school, I was very happy, and I stood first throughout, and then I did my matriculation, and actually because of financial problem, I had to be a pujari of a Shiv temple, and that I did for about 10 years, Jageshwar Mahadev Rawalpuri. And then because I was also very clever in school learning, so I went to science line. I did my BSc, MSc, and then MPhil in theoretical physics, and then I joined Tata Institute of Fundamental Research for doing research in astrophysics. And then I joined Nehru Planetarium as a joint director, and afterwards I became director of Nehru Planetarium, Nehru Center, Mumbai, and also I was a director research. I did lot of research, about 40 research papers in national and international journal, and then I actually predicted many things about the solar system. Actually, I studied the solar system, formation of the solar system, and also planetary distance law and all problems of the solar system. When 1979, Pioneer went to Saturn, it discovered outermost ring of Saturn, which I predicted in my research paper. And then, that it went to Uranus, and then discovered outermost ring of Uranus in 1986. And in 1989, Voyager went to Neptune, and it discovered the whole planetary the ring system around Neptune, and all satellites of Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, and Saturn, and all. So all my predictions actually proved right by Pioneer and Voyager mission. And it was my luck, I should say. If they would not have won, NASA would not have sent them, then my theories would not have uh, proved right. And in international journal also, they discuss about the my theory and predictions. And I had gone to NASA many times, and 13 times, America, and I delivered lecture even uh, among the scientists of NASA, including chief of NASA. So this is my journey, and then I got retired in 2001, then I started Indian Planetary Society. The reason being that when teachers and students were coming to me and discussing, then I found that their fundamentals are not clear at all. So I thought if we want to produce, a Nobel laureate, then people should have, and the students and teachers should have very founded fundamentals, and that's why I started Indian Planetary Society. And in Indian Planetary Society, we are popularizing science, we are doing research, we have got 3-4 scientists and whole staff. We also have one center in Bhuj, Kachamitra,
Hello. Hello.
then here, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes.
So in Bhuj we have got that center, and now in Bhuj or maybe in Rajkot, of course in Bhuj and also in Rajkot, we are starting Institute of Astronomy Astrophysics, which will have observatory, solar observatory, star observatory, and also we shall guide them for PhD, and also planetarium, science park that we want to start in Bhuj, very near Bhuj, and also probably in Rajkot, and also Lunawada. Lunawada, Dr. M.M. Patel has given us all the facilities. So we want to spread Indian astronomy and also research in astronomy and astrophysics. And we shall have one branch, the Center of Study of Science in Ancient India, where we shall read, we shall study work of Kanad, work of Susrut, Charak, Bodhayana, and also Aryabhatta, Brahmagupta, Bhaskaracharya, Varami, and then we shall bring them into public, known to the public, and also we want to see that some new research can be done on this one. Our aim is to actually the science in ancient India and its relevance with modern science. So in modern science, whether it is useful, it not become dead, and we want to prove that it has not become dead, and that when I studied Veda, Upanishad, Gita, then I find that there is very much science. So if you want to understand Veda, Upanishad, and Gita, we should know science very much. And if you want to know science, what is science telling us, then we should understand Vedas and Upanishad. So this is my lifeline, and I'm 78 years old, but I'm not tired, and I know I will set up this center, and I will do my work and guide the students. That is my aim. So that is all in short, my work. Thank you very much.
So thank you so much for your work. It has been commendable. And sir, please do not say 78 years old. Say 78 years young. You're still young. With the energy that you have, it's very young. Even we as youth, we don't have so much energy. Okay, so that has been your journey.
Beg your pardon?
Sorry?
What did you say last?
Sir, I said that we as young people, we as the youth of India, we don't have so much energy as much as you have. And the visions that you have.
Actually, I don't think about death. I don't think about that, and because I am absorbed in learning all the time, 17 hours per day, I don't get tired. I actually enjoy throughout, and then when I go to sleep, still I did not like to go to sleep and read and think, but then because body requires that rest, so this will go on, sir.
Okay, so one question that we have, it's sort of a controversial question, but this is a very popular question. Like people are having a lot of arguments on this. The question is, why do we spend so much on space exploration when there is so much in our own country that is lacking? Why spend so much on space exploration? Why spend so much on space? I mean, people consider it a waste
Yes.
of money. So there's a lot of heated arguments on this. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
I repeat the question. Last
For
question.
sure. So the question is, when there is so much poverty on the planet that we are on there is so much poverty on Earth, there is lack of education, people are not getting food, then why spend money on space and why not use that money on projects like these?
You know that science is a knowledge, and knowledge is always useful, whatever kind. In Gita, Krishna says that nahi jnanena sadusam pavitra miha vidyate. Nothing is purer than knowledge. So, for the knowledge also and knowledge of the whole Brahmanda universe, we should send all the space probes to various planets because our Earth has been facing many problems. That poverty, then population, environmental, and then terrorism and mind pollution. So many problems our Earth has been.
Hello? Hello? And continue.
Huh?
Chalo.
Right?
Yeah, sure. Continue.
So actually, we should. Our Earth has been facing many problems, and to solve those problems, only science will be able to do that. So science should progress, and we should know where to go. So can we go to moon? Can we go to Mars? And if we go there, then we understand our Earth itself. So in future, we shall have to leave our Earth, or to make Earth living very fruitful. We should also know about other planets and stars. So actually, this is not waste of money because when science progresses, space science progresses, then many other branches also progress along with that. And that, for example, computer science, robotics, and communication, and you know that our satellites, geostationary satellites, no, they are going around the Earth, and they have made our communication very powerful. Today, I'm talking to you because of this geostationary satellite, and it can also tell us that what is the condition of jungle or forest, what is the condition of Himalayas and all, is there any minerals in our Indian soil? So where is the petrol? So all these things can be known because of progress of science, whether it is pure science, whether it is engineering. And you know, pure science is mother of engineering. So in that way, people should not think that this is waste of time. And it has also one more aspect that depends. So Bhabha, he was just one scientist. He actually generated here, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, and established, energy, nuclear reactors and all. It has actually made us, very confident. It has protected us thus, and therefore this is only one scientist. And corona problem. Ultimately, they have to go to, they have to kneel down to scientists, doctors, to make the corona vaccine. And also you can see that Vikram Sarabhai and also APJ Abdul Kalam, they have actually progressed our space science, and it has given us cover that nobody can come in our region over India and shoot the bomb. So science is always useful for whatever. And actually, science is the lifeline of the universe. And आप देखो, anyway, that how water goes from root to top, that is capillarity. So all Boyle's law and Newtonian mechanics, Einstein mechanics, quantum mechanics, and actually all these, modern science actually has a root into our ancient Vedas and Upanishads and Gita.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, you mentioned that a lot of modern science has roots in ancient scriptures and Vedas. Can you give some
Yes.
examples of modern science equations or modern science theories that have already come from
Yes.
ancient?
What to say, relativity. So
Hmm.
our people know about the relativity. And Greek scientists, they say that whole universe is made up of four elements: Jal, Vayu, Agni, Prithvi. But our people say that there is fifth, Panchamahabhut, and fifth is the space. And space is everything. Space actually is just like Kamdhenu. Whatever you want, it will be able to give. And what is Einstein theory? It is nothing but space-time geometry.
Hmm.
So that space and in our Vedas and Upanishads, Chandogya Upanishad, it has been written that everything comes from space, and into space it's written space is beginning and end of everything. Even quantum mechanics, and also there are rules of quantum mechanics in our Veda, and Ardhanari Ishwar, that wave particle duality, and our Bhaskaracharya, he knew about gravitation, but he and his followers, they did not do much work, and Newton formulated the whole thing. And
Hmm.
about the calculus, Kerala School of Mathematics, they actually invented calculus. Afterwards, Newton and then Leibniz, they have actually developed. So there are many examples where we can claim that our ancient knowledge is it was on great height.
Hmm.
And number system. If there is no number system, what could have been done? Whole vast universe, then microscopic universe, the nuclear dimension 10 to the power minus 13, or a Planck length 10 to the power minus 34, or the vastness of the whole Brahman, we could not have understood. So that
Hmm.
is the pioneer work. And people say that Pythagoras theorem, but before Pythagoras theorem, actually our Bodhana did that theorem. R square equal to x square plus y square, or so to say, c square equal to a square plus b square. And that is in three dimension, it will be c square equal to a square plus b square plus d square. Then Einstein actually generalized that for t, and x square plus y square plus z square plus t square. And then this is because primarily Bodhana and Pythagoras did that theorem. Actually, Pythagoras popularized and that theorem. And in right angle triangle, the square of the sides making right angle is equal to square of the hypotenuse. All these are very important, and this shows that we are at the base of understanding the universe. And our scientists like S. Chandrasekhar or C.V. Raman or Venkata Raman, all these are people, and even you know that what, um, so all actually originally belong to India, and that even in America and Europe today, they are shining like anything, because basically they have got very high mind. So that is the whole thing.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay. You also mentioned that there are certain fundamentals lacking in the Indian education system, especially related to science. Sir, can you name a few fundamentals? Like, I can understand one of the thing that is lacking
Actually,
is sorry. I can understand that one of the thing that is lacking is memorization.
actually,
Pe a lot of influence is given rather than understanding. But other than that, what is lacking?
actually, You know, when we talk about Pythagoras theorem or Bodan theorem, C square equal to A square per B square, what are the uses? What are the implications? So it has given rise to numbers like root 2, root 3, real numbers. And then, measurement in the universe. And moreover, even to teachers we say that what is the diameter of the earth? They will just know in a book it is written 12,800, but they never question that how to measure it. Even today, people
Hmm.
must have measured it, so they don't know how to measure it. Or
Hmm.
it is by our people by observing sun for 2 days, one can easily say what is the diameter of it. Moreover, that how to prove that Earth is spherical in shape, or how to weigh the Earth. The scientists say that the weight of the Earth is 6,000 billion tons. But how to verify it? So all these,
Hmm.
around us there is horizon, city or around us. And if you
Hmm.
ask question, what is the distance of horizon from us? They will not be able to answer. So
Hmm.
all these things, why and what properly they have to ask. Otherwise, no, there is no use of studying science. So in
Hmm.
science, they are very weak, and actually, basically, our teachers are not so powerful. They are not devoted, and even our society and even our government neglect the whole mass of teachers, and they have lost their thing. In the past, no, there were great teachers like Chanakya, Vasishtha, Vishwamitra, and that has been lost. And now
Hmm.
all these just rattamaru, just try to memorize. Memory is not important. Memorizing things. Understanding is important. But then because of exam is actually not important. But how to test the whole mass of millions of people. That's what this is. Otherwise, no, they have to understand, discuss, just like Gurukul. Gurukul, one to one, they were discussing anytime in the morning or afternoon. That of course now we cannot do that, but then understanding we should produce great teachers, and a nation become great if its teachers are great, like Chanakya. So all these are lacking in our studies, in
Hmm.
our education.
Hmm. Okay. So if let's say a student wants to get these answers about his why and his what, and he cannot approach his teacher, where should he go to find out these answers?
Actually, we have to generate, this type of environment and environment of learning. We should not be after money. That in a package of 50 lakhs and 1 crore, no. Understanding. And we should not think about security, that what will happen to us after 2 months and after years and when we become old. All these are nonsense or problems. So we have to live, life, enjoy life, understand the whole universe, and have very good relations with our people. That is no, we have lost, and we have become just like a black hole, just lonely, and we don't have many discussion with the people, great people. We don't invite, we don't go to hear very great people like Jan Nalikar or Abdul Salam. So that is cannot motivate young students.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Coming back to some of the questions that I got about space, uh, eighth standard child, 13-year-old child, asked me to ask you, do aliens really exist? And if so, why haven't we secured a conversation with them? Why haven't we made a communication with them?
Problem is that in our Milky Way galaxy we talk about, there are 500 billion stars, and astronomers have studied them, and they say that 50% of them are just like our sun. It means that 250 billion stars are just like our sun. And if sun has got planetary system, why don't they? Even if we take 10% out of that, then 25 billion places are there where life should exist. But the problem is enormous distance between two stars, vast universe, and we have no very powerful instrument, powerful telescope. Of course, we have still we want 1,000 times powerful uh, telescopes and other systems. That at present we don't have, but slowly, science will progress. And we have got the Hubble Space Telescope. It has studied the universe in very deep. But then, in place of Hubble telescope, we shall have 20 times powerful telescope that will give us much more knowledge. And in future, maybe 100 times. So actually, we are lacking some scientific knowledge and engineering to know whether aliens exist or not. And so far, we don't have any evidence. And so we may think because of the distance, we don't know about, and they might be under civilized and they might not have contact us. They have been trying to contact us as we are doing now, and they may be highly civilized. We don't know exactly, but it is very clear that we are not alone in the universe. And in about 100 years, we shall be able to contact them. We shall be able to, as our technology will progress, we shall be able to know about them.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So the next question asked by a lot of our viewers is coming from the facts or the comments that people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos give, that they are expecting to colonize Mars and other planets. Sir, what is your say on that? Is it actually possible to colonize Mars and build a proper human colony on Mars?
Yes, it is possible because now that on moon it is a regular affair, and but then moon has water, plenty of water, but then no atmosphere, but there's no problem there, and it is very near, and just 384,000 kilometers. And Mars has much more, facility that its day is just, just like Earth, and its axis is inclined about 24 degrees, and this shows that there are seasons happening on Mars. It has got land and also its atmosphere, and Elon Musk and other people, they are bent upon to go to Mars, and it is possible because within 6 months, one can reach Mars. But then in future, it will be possible that even in 1 month, one can reach on Mars. So there are all things set up. Either go to Moon or go to Mars. And now we have to see which one comes first. And so all the possibility. And one day or the other, people will have to go to Mars or Moon, and because there are many problems. And if there are no problems, still we have to explore the universe. And if we go to Moon, then we can our telescope can see 50 times deeper in space. So just to explore Brahmanda, universe, either Mars or Moon are very suitable, and that will be done.
Okay. So next, a similar question again comes to mind, which is people have asked me, can civilians like us travel to space, and if so, when should one expect to travel to have such an
Repeat the question. Repeat
can
the question.
civilians travel and go to space, and if yes, then when should they expect that and how should they follow it?
Because that space probe can land on Mars and Moon, no problem. Problem is of civilian, and you know that Elon Musk and all they are preparing for that, and maybe within 2 years people will land on Mars, no problem. And that will be the efforts of Elon Musk. And he's ready. And he has got that, very powerful rockets and, all these preparation. Therefore, it will be possible. Because all facilities to,
I'm sorry, sir. I lost you. I lost you in that part. Can you repeat the answer, please? I lost you over there.
yes, actually, Mars got all the arrangement. Actually, Elon Musk with SpaceX has all the preparation to make people land on Mars. They've got very powerful rocket which can take hundreds of material to Mars. And so far, in the beginning, space probe was taking 1 year. Afterward, second, that's 7 years. And now within 6 months, 7 months. And now in 6 months, one can land on Mars. But then it is quite expected that in future, very soon, it may take just 1 month to go to Mars. So all these things show that people very soon will land on Mars.
Hmm. So even landing and staying as well, like proper, like over here, how we have buildings and structures to stay, is that also possible? Just landing and then staying over in Mars?
Yes, because that rocket of Elon Musk can take hundreds of tons of material, anywhere, and on Mars and Moon. So it will take all the material first, set up the colony, prepare for all necessary things, and then SpaceX will take people onto Mars. Not only 1, 2, 3, but maybe 25, 50 at a time. So it is possible they will set up, a self-contained colony there, and people will stay there. Even people can grow plants and vegetables, and all these have been thought over.
Okay. Sir, you mentioned that you had made a lot of predictions which were proven by the space probes, including the Saturn's rings and the Neptune's rings. Sir, are there any further predictions that you expect in the universe that haven't been proven?
Actually, I have studied formation of the solar system. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes.
And also satellite system, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. And then, that distances, that Mercury is at this distance, Venus is at this distance, Earth and all. Similarly, even in satellite system from Jupiter or the satellites of Jupiter, so I have actually explored many things, and I have explained many aspects of the solar system, and even including, cometary clouds and cometary clouds around the satellite system, and also sun may have ring system. That I had predicted in 2 research papers that sun should have ring, and Parker space probe 1.5 years back, it has started from NASA, and it has reached very near to sun, and it has shown that there are tantalizing rings around the sun. And this space probe, we are in connection with NASA and Parker himself. Parker is living at the age of 94, and that space probe has speed 7 lakhs kilometers per hour, just to avoid heat, because when it goes very fast, heat cannot touch it, and that people are walking on fire just like that, but they are not walking, but they are running on fire, and it has got speed around it. So very soon, actually, we'll send detail. But then our Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, is about to send one space probe named Aditya L1. So there we are in correspondence, and perhaps they will put the project and experiment. It will actually observe everything in detail, and it is our own Indian. So this is the position, and we have explained many aspects of the solar system. And I don't think that some aspect have remained unexplained by me, maybe some, but otherwise I'm happy.
Okay. Sir, how did you come up with these predictions? Like the sun has rings prediction. How did you come up with that?
Because actually the story is very big, that Galileo saw the.
Hello? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes. I can hear you.
Yeah.
Perfectly audible.
So actually, Galileo saw Saturn way back in 1610, but he could not resolve that Saturn has got ring, because he could see that at the equator of Saturn it is bulging. Then in 1656, Christian Huygens actually resolved the rings and Saturn, and then it was the discovery of Saturn ring. But then right from 1656 to 1977, nobody could even guess that there may be rings around Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, and all these things. Meanwhile, we have given theory in research paper. We have shown that very in the vicinity of every planet, there must be rings around the planet, because that planetary distance law or satellite distance law was showing the vacant orbits, and we could interpret them as the rings around the planet and also the sun, and that is how we could come to know that there are rings around this planet, and in those days they were not discovered. And when Pioneer, Voyager, and Earth-based observation telescope, when they saw it, then they actually came to the conclusion. They even sent a photograph that rings around Neptune, and this is how all were discovered.
So the sun also has rings around itself.
Yes.
Okay. So if
And
okay.
Space probe Parker has seen, and that there are tantalizing rings around sun. But details yet we have not got much. But then very soon we shall get detail also. And we have published 2 papers, and distances are same. And but that Aditya L1 space probe of ISRO will perhaps see that in detail, and it will be staying at Lagrangian L1 point, where it is very stable point, and will observe the sun.
So even the Earth should, if every planet and the sun has rings around itself, then Earth should also have a ring around itself.
Pardon?
If every planet and the sun
Repeat the question.
Yes, yes, sir. If every planet and the sun has a particular tentative ring around
Yes.
it, then why not Earth?
Yes. Yes. Why not?
Earth.
Why not Earth?
Yes.
Why not?
Why not Earth? Like, why doesn't Earth
not
have
Earth?
a ring? Yes, why not Earth? Why don't we have a ring around the planet?
Repeat the question.
Sir,
In the past,
hello?
Yes, astronomers have shown that in the past our Earth had rings, and now it has been broken down. And Mercury, Mercury planet also uh, has some planetary, satellite system. Also Venus, but because of the vicinity of the sun, its gravity and its heat, all have been broken down. Otherwise, there were rings around all the planets, and we believe that Venus may not have a satellite because of its slow rotation, but Mercury must have a satellite. One has to observe that. All the observer astronomers, with a powerful telescope and in infrared telescope, they should try to observe, and there may be even satellite around Mercury. And between Mercury and Sun, there are rings. At the same time, there may be one or two planets also within the orbit of Mercury. Only question is that the very serious observers, they have tried to observe it because of the sun's glare. It is very difficult to see them, and they are small. So all these things are there, but in future, maybe no, there are one or two planets within the orbit of Mercury, and you will be able to see the photograph. You will be able to see photograph that there are rings around Sun.
Okay, okay. So coming to the next question, a lot of terms like string theory and dark matter have been thrown around these days. Sir, can you shed some light on these terms as to what is string theory, what is dark matter, why is it useful to us, or why is it important for us? What is the relevance that these hold? Hello? Hello? Oh God. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir. I can't see you.
Hello? You can hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you, but
Yeah, I
I
am not.
cannot see.
Okay, okay,
Okay, better.
okay. Yes,
Yes, sir. So a lot of terms like string theory and dark matter are being thrown around in the world today. But can you shed some light on what exactly are these
yes.
terms and what is the relevance of these terms in our lives?
Actually, when we study things, then stars which are far, far away, they should have very long revolution period because there is feeble gravity. But then when you actually observe, we find that the graph doesn't come down, but it goes parallel to x-axis almost. This shows that there is some matter which is not visible, and that astronomers call that dark matter. And dark matter has significance to understand the universe, how galaxies are formed, and there is a much matter around the galaxy. In the galaxy maybe Higgs boson particles, maybe neutrino. There are various, options. So astronomers have been trying to understand and know, and trying to find out what is that dark matter, whether they can pinpoint out matter.
Okay. Coming to our next question, it suggests that mythology has a theory on how the universe began, how time space began, which is that first there was light, and then there was sun, and then there were planets, then there were stars. And modern science says that there was Big Bang. Sir, how much
Yes.
of essence does the traditional ancient mythology have, and what of it is true with respect to the creation of universe?
Yes. Manav, actually, Rig Veda is the oldest granth of whole world. And in that, there is Nasadiya Sukta. Nasadiya Sukta says that Nasadasino Surasit Tadanim Nasidradono Roma Paroyata. These are the 7 stanzas in all 28 lines. And there the sage says that there was a primordial cosmic ball, fireball, and one cannot say about its shape, one cannot say whether it is it is located up or down or this way, that way, but because of your own desire, it actually expanded and matter and energy came out and whole universe was formed. But then he also asked question that whatever he narrated, it is just like as if he has seen that whole universe coming into birth. But then he says that ask question, who knows that? Who is the witness of that? Then he says that God who is staying in Vyoma, Akasha, in the Antariksha, may know it, or he even may not know about that. So these are the stanzas, and it is very similar to Big Bang theory, and that too about 6,000 years back. And so it is really we have to contemplate over, and we have to believe that, and that is Nasadiya Sukta.
Okay, okay. So last question that we have is, what is your expectations or your visions with respect to space development in India?
Again, repeat the question.
Yes. Sir, what is your vision with respect to space development or space technology development in India?
Yes, actually, future of the mankind, future of the world is space, and space is just like Kamdhenu, and it has actually helped us like anything so far in the protection of the country, in the mineral finding out, and all other things, and communication and all, and that and also we have to know what is our Brahman about, whether people are there, and can we go to planets. And in our galaxy there are 500 billion stars, and out of that, if we take even 10%, then 20 billion stars are there. So they may have planetary system. And of course, now we don't know, but in future, if we know that, then there will be another world. They may be good to us, they may not be good to us, and we can go there. People can live there, just like satellite city. So moon can become satellite city or satellite Earth, and also Mars. So there are many advantages, and our country has got much progress in that. Right from Vikram Sarabhai, APJ Abdul Kalam, then UR Rao, K. Kasturirangan, Madhavan Nair, then Radhakrishnan, Kiran Kumar, and K. Sivan, so many, and all were people by Satish Dhawan. That after Vikram Sarabhai, he took over. He trained many young scientists, and they could carry on his work or work for India. And now ISRO is in a very nice condition, very well equipped, and doing very much progress. And we should praise their work. And only that is Chandrayaan second, and it went there just for few kilometers because that booster didn't ignite, and it could not land. It has to crash. So all these things are happening in space, because to go to space is not easy thing, because there is no platform. So any one mistake, can bring disaster. And so even there are many satellites which are going around the Earth just because one wire has become loose. And in future, satellite, the space satellite vehicle will go in space, pick them up, bring them back, repair it again. Crores of rupees can be saved. And in future, there will be junk around Earth, so we'll have to actually uh, we'll have to clean it up. That also responsibility there, and that space space asteroid anytime they can come. And now astronomers and astronomy has shown that around the Earth there are hundreds of small and big rocks going around, and at any time it can come down to Earth, and that will be great disaster and damage of man material on a very large scale. And you know that 2 days back, that Apophis just went passed by, that's 1 crore and some 50 lakh kilometers, and it is known as the asteroid of death or god of death. And there are other also such asteroids, and the Tychonis and things like that. And so if we want to save our Earth, then only space science should progress. Because if it comes very near and head on, then how to save the Earth? And nothing can save the Earth except space science and atomic energy. That atomic missile will go there, try to deflect their path and orbit. So actually, for future also, atomic energy should progress, and missile technology and space science should progress. Then only we shall be able to live here comfortably, or may go to other planets or moon and Mars, and it will be necessary in future. The moon will be our satellite city, satellite Earth, and same is the Mars, and therefore Elon Musk and NASA and other European Space Agency, ISRO, Indian Space Agency, all are trying to develop this space technology.
Sir, what is your message to the young people that look up to you or that are passionate for space exploration? What is your message to
Actually,
them?
young people, they have gone on, ratta marna, that memorizing thing and this thing. They should not do that. They should try to understand. And but in our college and in the class, there are 150 students, 100 students, and even though there is good professor, they cannot hear that they make mistake and all these. No, they should be very serious to learn and to understand, and then see that help management of college and school, that there must be 30, 40 students in a class, and there must be good teachers, and quality of teachers has gone down, and therefore quality of students also has gone down. So government and we also responsible for that. That we should see that there may be very active teachers like Vishwamitra or Vasishtha, Kanar, big people, and they should teach, and we have to teach discipline to the students and the children, that this is your life, and there may be even business and Rajkaran, and there are so many departments, but then science is very basic, scientific temper, scientific logic, and then they can do their duty very well, and in that way space science and science is very necessary. But nowadays people are going into computer science and information technology. They are very important. Everything is on that. But then at the same time, pure science, people should actually, students should take and make the country very strong. And Department of Science and Technology, they are trying that students can take pure science. They are giving scholarship also in BSc, very high scholarship. And even Gujarat Council on Science and Technology, they opened 32 centers just to imbibe scientific temper and explain the importance of science. So they should be very serious in learning. They are not just just firstly that they should see that books are actually reality, Saraswati goddess. They should learn very seriously because Go was not made in a day. Right from primary to secondary to higher secondary, if they are very serious, only then they can be expert and they can help the country.
Okay, with that said, thank you so much for your time and for your wisdom, sir. Oh, we hope that we can do another podcast with you. It was an amazing session. We got our answers cleared. We got a new vision with respect to space science and understanding the concepts of reality. We were able to resolve the conflict between why to spend on space exploration, why is it necessary, and with your years of experience, thank you so much, sir, for coming on the podcast. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for your time.